rest of this fresco is still fresh. It must have been painted recently. It's of a crowned man. Vinbar, no doubt. It looks as if he is walking through the skies towards the volcano. A face has been painted on the volcano.
The spirit of the mountain. My heart did not betray me. Vinbar has readied himself to join Enon Milfrichtemen.
Was that why you came in here? To confirm that supposition?
To understand, yes. As the years passed, my Minundanem grew more and more distant to me. I thought at first it was due to his status and the invasion of the Renaigse. But now I see that he was hearing the call of Enon Milfrichtemen. He had no choice but to answer it. Oh, Vinbar, why did you not share this with me?
These paintings are older. This looks like it represents a man who transforms himself into some kind of enormous bird.
He is a Denegad, becoming a Nadaig Meneman. Vinbar was also bound to the mountain. It is no doubt the path he has chosen to follow.
If I understand correctly, the Donegada metamorph differently according to the place they are bound.
Yes. The Sinolmenawi bind them to a specific place, and in return they become the Guardians. But how could a Guardian of the Plains resemble a Guardian of the Mountains?
Do you believe that Vinbar is readying himself to undergo this transformation? I thought it was a very slow process.
For some, it takes years. At least this is what is said. For others, it might take place the very moment where the Donegad surrenders to Enol Milfrichtemen. I hope only to have the time to bid him farewell.
Given how well hidden this seed was, it must open an important passage. All we have to do is find out which. This mural is also ancient. It seems to show a doorway into the mountain. It seems that this door is just in front of a circle of stone. There are 2 altars and 2 seeds.
The Donegada seal certain sacred places with root doors.
Yes, I have run into similar barriers. It's all a matter of finding the right seed. But here, there are 2 that seem to be different. For one, the flower motifs seem to indicate which plant is required.
This is possible. The caverns of knowledge are used to initiate and transmit the knowledge of the Donegad. This painting must teach the younger.
In that case, shouldn't there be an illustration of the second plant?
The initiates also learn by listening.
On this one we see a sacred site. We also see a path.
This must certainly be... And the Donegad...
Do you recognize the...
I think so.
With all that we have learned from studying these paintings, I just hope there is still an... and that Constantine is with...
Who is Constantine?
I seek them both. I'd hoped that Vinbar would help me, but I learned from the Tierne Hakkadak...
The Tierne told you this?
No. Only to save my cousin and try to understand why.
None of what you say makes sense. Why? My head spins.
Please, go ahead.
That woman left in a bit of a hurry, don't you think?
Sarah is upset, and I don't think that she trusts us. We should hurry and catch up to her.
I shouldn't have told her about Constantine. She must have thought we wanted to kill her husband. This door is locked. Sarah has put us in a very tricky situation.
She did not want us to find Vinbar. Come, these caves often have several exits. She must have set them to make sure that we wouldn't be able to follow her.
Let's hurry and find this passage to the northern mountain before she decides to come and fight us directly. This is the place which was depicted on the mural in the Cave of Knowledge. Vinbar. We've made it to high ground. Now, let's find this trail to the sanctuary. It can't be far from here. Bloodied feathers.
I've seen some big birds in my days at sea, but none had feathers this size.
Looks like Vinbar must have begun his transformation. He will soon become a guardian of the mountains. If we want to have any chance of saving Constantine, we must hurry. More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail.
You should not have come all this way, Renaigse. I will not let you near Vimbar.
Sarah, we must see him. We don't have a choice. We saved you. Why have you locked us in the cavern? And why do you now stop us from passing?
In spite of your friendship with these monsters, you helped me. I thought that I had to help you in return. But I learned looking at the paintings that this was madness. Vinbar has heard the calling and answered. Even if it breaks my heart, he has done what is right. He maintains the balance. No one must stop him. I am his Menundanem. It is now my duty to defend the path he treads.
His path led him to kill Katasak. And now he holds my cousin captive. I am sorry, Sarah, but no one will keep us from passing.
8 more!
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Take a potion if you want to cast more spells. Let's see if you can ward off this strange.
Over there, more feathers. More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail. We found the entrance to the sanctuary. Vinbar must be here. With Constantine. If he is still alive. We need to find a way to get inside quickly. This must be the entrance to Vinbar's sanctuary. But it is obstructed. He knows how to protect his home. A stone altar. It resembles the one that protects the passage to Mev's sanctuary. This must be where I need to place the seed. And here is another altar. Are 2 seeds necessary to open the passage? The seed that Sarah was carrying should work.
To think that she gave her life to protect the one she loved.
Now that we have both seeds, the ritual should work. Finbar! Why? Constantine didn't do anything. He has never sought to wrong your people in any way.
Like a worm he burrows. You are so naive. You cannot see with my eyes. Enol Milfrichtimin saw the wound. From atop the volcano, he warned me of the danger. Fed by bitterness, driven by desire, taking without giving, he will be the end of us all.
You have gone completely mad.
Take it! You are too blind, too renaikse to understand.
Leave him! That's enough! Free him!
I cannot. O source of life!
Free him! Oh, damn it!
with him. Your cousin is probably freed from his stone prison.
Constantine, wake up, please, I beg you. Hang on, we are bringing you home to get you healed. 3 days have passed since we returned. I need to go to the palace to see if Constantine has finally awoken.
You should get some rest. You're not being reasonable.
To hell with reason. I've rested long, and I'm well enough.
You've just barely woken from a stupor that had you on death's doorstep. The affairs of state can certainly wait another day. Let me...
Thank you, my lady, but I am amazingly well. You can take leave of me with no fear, I assure you.
He just escaped a deathly sleep, and here he is, ready to conquer the world. Your cousin is exasperating.
What now? Are you going to scold me as well?
No. I'm just relieved to see you're still alive.
I'm quite relieved myself, actually. Thank you, fair cousin. Without you, I would be dead thrice, wouldn't I? Or is it the 4th time? If we start counting the time you stopped me from climbing the ramparts of Serene, we'd be up to 5 times now.
It's unbelievable. You feel no pain whatsoever. And your complexion.
I haven't even taken a look at myself. Is the improvement visible?
I would not go that far. How is it that... What happened?
Don't make that face. It's merely a major miracle. Come on now. I'm gonna tell you everything. We have been waiting for your return. I knew you would do everything in your power. I have always trusted you. But Katasak feared that I would not hold on long enough. He spoke to me about a ritual that would help me. I was excited about it, and in spite of all that has happened, I don't regret following him. We went to the ancient site, a place full of magic. I followed his instructions, and all of a sudden, what an incredible sensation. I felt better than I have ever felt, cousin. Alas, we had very little time to celebrate. Cries came to our ears, and beasts jumped all over us. We fled for a while, as other soldiers fought through, creating a path to join us. But I can see from your face that you know this already.
Indeed. Once on the ritual site, I followed your tracks and deduced what had happened. It seems that Vimbar was targeting you specifically. Did he say anything to you?
I was still very weak, and most of the time it seemed that he was speaking. But there was no one other than us, cousin.
Do you have any idea why he didn't kill you? Like the other?
No, not really. It seemed he spoke about isolating me from the world. But aren't you happy that he let me live?
Don't speak foolishly. Tell me more about this ritual.
It is, I think, a ritual that the Donegada practice to bind themselves to the island.
Donegada?
Just a few words. He wanted me to learn, so we visited this infamous site. What ceremony! I had to cut my hand. A gigantic beast came and started circling around me. It was like a wave came through me, as if the power of the island was running through my veins. It was marvelous. And now I am Onol Manawi, like you. Even if the Malachor left me a few of its marks. But you had to encounter the god of the island, didn't you? How was Enon Mil Frictumen?
Yes, I passed a trial for that. But the only one who could guide me to the
Oh no.
And yes, only the High King can open the sanctuary. I have no choice but to return to see him. Good day, Glendan.
Beort tirtomat karans.
Alas, his was not your High King Vin. He was taken. He went away into the mountains after killing Katas. Nothing I could say.
Are you telling me that you were the one who killed him? Kertonsidag.
I am sorry, but your High King did not leave me the choice. He was becoming a guardian, a Nadaig. Perhaps it was for that reason.
I believe you. You have sufficiently proven. Why would Vinbar have done such a...
You know that I wished to see Enon Milfrictiman, and he was the only one with the power to allow me. I would not have caused his death voluntarily.
We will celebrate his memory as well as those of all the members of our Ladnit, Katasak, but in spite of our mourning. The children of Tiefradi cannot remain without a guide. I will notify the Mal.
Who has a chance of...
Deirdre is powerful, and many clans would follow her. And there is also Ulan, a clever...
Deirdre, Dunkas, and Ulan.
I suppose.
Who will win the vote, in your opinion?
I don't know. Each of the 3 chiefs that I spoke of could win. It is possible that some amazing feat places one... If Bladnid had been victorious, she would certainly have won this time. But that was not to...
Is there anyone else among...
Do not take me for someone born last summer. But you shall fail this time. Can I do it?
I must leave.
Qua awela.
What brings you here, Honor?
I am the bearer of bad news.
Ande vostire,
Glendan told me that you would probably...
I am not looking for... And I fear the order the Renaisse brought... We cannot change. The wound is dead. So if you're worried about my intention, we must find balance with those. But for this, we must teach the...
I would like to meet Enon Milfrictiman. If you were elected...
You are a Karant. I would be glad to help, but you should know that my election is far from certain.
Would there be a way to make...
I do not like the idea of the High Kings of old wore a legendary crown. The one who became the first Guardian is believed. If someone were to wear it in these...
And where can I hope to find...
In the burial mound of the High Kings near the village of Vigna, and at its entrance, situated near a large dead tree. It is a deeply holy place, and the Guardian will not let... If you do decide to go there, fill your...
Now we've earned the trust of one of the pretenders. We just need to find that crown.
Are you certain you are willing to influence the fate of all my people to meet Enon Milfrictiman?
I understand that you might find this idea unpleasant, but the survival of the whole continent relies on this encounter, Siora.
It is my feeling that you do not understand the...
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! More spells!
You've no magic left.
Let's see if you can ward off this feint! If you want to cast more spells. Let's see if you can ward off this fight.
You've no magic left. Drink a potion.
If you want to cast more spells.
You've no magic left. Drink a potion.
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
What are you doing there? Here lie those who fell facing the first invaders. And you dare enter and scatter their bones.
I did not come here with the intention of defiling this place.
No. You came looking for a crown of the High King, hoping to choose the one who will lead us.
Isn't that what you were looking for as well?
Yes, but I am not a Renaigse. I wish to lead my people to victory, and I have come here seeking something that will make it a certainty. And so? Do you plan on keeping it for one of those who is too wise or cowardly to come and get it themselves? Or will you give me the crown?
Dertere is a great warrior. If she reigns, she will unite all of the clans. And with the blessing of Enon Milfrichtem, the people of your island will be chased away from here. Think long on this. If you leave her the crown, she will become the High Queen. You will not be able to change your mind.
If I give you the crown, you shall be named High Queen.
You have already shown to all that you are not like Hefradi does not want to welcome your people. They toy with us. I will unite my people and cast all of the Monesenaig into their ocean wagons. They will go and pillage elsewhere.
You want the crown so you can more easily rid yourself of my presence afterwards.
If you give it to me, you will become our Karants. And we do not chase away our Karanten. And also, you are Onol Manawi. You are bonded to this land, not to theirs, no?
I have come here looking for this crown because I need the help of the next High King. I must meet Enon Milfrichtem to ask him to heal my people.
Are you sure that they are your people? Very well. It is a very great honor you ask of me. But you took great risks in order to obtain it. If you give me the crown, I will open the sanctuary to you. You may speak to Enon Milfrichtem. I swear this to you.
Very well. It is yours. But I hope you will remember what I have done. I helped you so that you will help me in return.
I thank you. You are from this day a friend of Vedlug and of our warriors. And I always honor words given to Karants. We will meet again at Dorchad Ganador for the great choosing. Kwawalam Seg, Karants.
Poison on my blades. Then let's go!
I've been waiting for you. I've got the crown. The council will soon unite. I must go and win. Thank you for giving it to me in the end. You are a Carant now. Have no fear. I keep my promises.
Congratulations, Deirdre. Teirfridi now has a High Queen who will be strong enough to defend it. I hope you haven't forgotten the promise you made me.
Don't be afraid, Carants. But according to tradition, meet me at the entrance to the sanctuary. I will have had enough time to imbue myself.
Thank you, Deirdre.
I hope you have some cards or dice on you to pass the time. Unless you'd rather go somewhere else.
There you are, Carants.
How was the encounter?
Good. Enon mil Frichtemann has, as I expected. But go. He is expecting you. They say those who turn back awaken.
child that was taken has returned, the flesh of my earth. You, by simply coming into being, have tangled the strings of destiny of all the other children. I am he they call En on Mil Frichtimen. I have followed each of your steps since your arrival.
I hail you, Enon Milfrichteman. I have come to you to find a remedy.
A cure for the disease of a distant land. Her affliction was to be poisoned by her own children. Her veins rot in stagnant water. Her earth now bears poisoned fruit, and her children wither and die. And still it is those same children who can heal the lands, and with them heal themselves, if they only want it truly. They could be taught by my children, learn to give back in return, learn to heal. But for that, I must survive. I have seen by your side the shadow grow, taking form. Fed by the venom of intrigues from faraway lands, he spreads it today in my sap. To save his own life, he stole my strength, and that strength has driven him mad, because it is not made to be taken. He draws each day a little more from me, and threatens us all. His hunger has no limit.
I don't understand. Who are you talking about?
The one you call Constantine. You must stop him, or there will be no cure anymore for anything or anyone.
That's impossible. How could that be?
You must leave now. Someone has followed your footsteps. Someone has entered here without invitation. My children are waking and tracking. They will attack all from us. Flee, or you will be dead in
I saw the Renaig fleeing the sanctuary. The Monasenaig must have slipped past you. Enon Milfrichteman cannot have been pleased about it.
Yes. He told me that the Malachor is actually some kind of... and it would be possible to cure it.
So, the Renaig, if they weren't on the verge of doing the same thing to our island, I would be applauding. In terms of the antidote...
Thank you, Dedra.
You look like you bit into a bit...
Yes.
Fine. You know...
Goodbye.
My fair cousin, I'm so glad to see you. You are right on time. We have visitors, and your advice would be most welcome. Let me introduce you to the emissaries of the Bridge Alliance and Teleme. Seeing them both in the same room is rather surprising, isn't it? But please, Your Excellencies, explain to us what brought you here.
Sire, I have come to humbly request your help. We have been sustaining terrible attacks.
Really? Are the natives behind this again? Unless it is those traitors of the Guard.
We aren't sure, but it is almost certain that the natives are involved. Governor Byrne is hoping that you could send him your cousin, as well as some troops.
It would seem that we are in a similar situation, sire. Our city has been sustaining terribly violent assaults, and our losses are great. Our Mother Cardinal is begging you to send her some help as soon as possible.
Dear allies, knowing that you are in such a delicate situation fills me with sorrow. However, the size of our troops has greatly reduced after the horrific attempt at a coup. And regarding sending my cousin, she's already very busy undertaking a mission of the utmost importance, without even mentioning the fact that what you describe fills me with fear for her life, which is most precious to me. No, I really don't see how I could be of assistance to you.
Constantine, we cannot remain deaf to the call of our allies. I'm sure I can find the time to go and evaluate the situation.
I would love to accompany you, but my people are being wrongfully accused. I am certain of it, and I want to prove it.
Very well, my dear. You know I cannot refuse you anything. But remember how urgent it is for this antidote to be found. We are so close to it now.
Don't worry about it. You know how important this mission is to me.
Well, this audience is coming to an end. Your Excellencies, inform your governors of my cousin's arrival. I hope that you realize how grateful you should be to her.
Absolutely, sire. And we thank you both for receiving us.
May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Constantine.
My adorable cousin, I am always happy to see you. What news do you bring?
I finally managed to enter the sanctuary at the heart of the island, and I was
How marvelous!
The sanctuary is heavily...
I remember you saying... How did you fix this problem?
I had to interfere in the natives' elections.
You really are an outstanding... Tell me, who did you choose?
Deirdre, the queen of the village of Vedlug.
I'm certain that you have made the right...
I was able to enter the sanctuary.
It had to be. Oh, how? What does he look like?
No. In fact...
Fascinating. Did he tell you where the Malachor was coming from? Is it a curse?
No. By exploiting the earth so much, and the disease has contaminated us through the water we drink and the plants.
Strange, and yet it seems plausible.
He says that the earth can be healed. That his children know how. He also said that by healing the earth, we would heal those who live on it.
This is a fascinating revelation. It won't be easy for our neighbors to accept it, however. I'm afraid that even my father might receive it with skepticism.
Yes. Something rather disturbing. He talked about you.
Really? But that doesn't make any sense. Unlike our neighbors, I have never abducted...
I don't think that's what he was referring...
Cousin, please, you know me. I have made some mistakes, but the only person who I put in danger is you. And you...
Yes, I do.
Forget about it, will you? This god manifestly wants us to pay for the sins by sowing the seeds of discord between us. He's probably hoping to weaken us. Do you realize that you have succeeded where everyone else has failed? Is there anything you would like to tell me?
I must take my leave.
Take care.
Lady de Sade, seeing you is a genuine relief.
Your emissary informed us that...
Indeed. We are sustaining the relentless assaults of furious animals, which some people... We were mistaken when we thought them responsible. But no matter where these attacks... One of our outposts to the east. I beg you, maybe they can help you find out where...
I will go there to meet them.
I am infinitely grateful. I am certain you...
I must leave you.
Naturally, Your Excellency.
You shouldn't stay here. The animals appear to be crazy.
We're here to help you.
Are you the backup? I must admit, I was praying for... We're under attack every night at this rate.
Don't worry.
You still have some time to prepare.
All right. Let's wait.
Ready, weapons? There they are! Bit of poison on my back. Let's go!
Let's
see if you can ward off this fate. Motion if you want to cast more spells. Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Come on.
No magic yet. Take a potion.
Come on. I'll think you understand. Come on. If you're dead. Do not lay down your arms. There are others. Potion if you want to cast more spells.
No magic yet.
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells. Come on, if you're there. Let's see if you can ward off this fight.
No magic yet. Drink a potion.
Let's see if you can ward off this fight. Let's see what you're capable of. Take a potion if you want to cast more spells. Let's see what you're capable of. This fate. Your armor will no longer protect you. Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Come on. Let's see what you're capable of. A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Take a potion if you want to catch. Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
We have succeeded! Bravo, soldiers! You shouldn't stay here. We sustain the animals.
Why build an out...
Well, we'd abandon anything. If we thought about it first and foremost, but I haven't heard from them since.
Could you at least tell me which way they went?
They followed a trail going north of a place the natives...
Thank you, officer. I will...
You be careful.
I recognize this place. We aren't far from Vedlug. I hope it's just a coincidence.
You think Deirdre might be involved?
It would not surprise me in the least. Poison on my blade. Let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
The soldiers' tracks lead to the northeast. We should follow if we want to find them.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
man will die if we don't do something about it.
What happened? You saved me. Thank you.
Your officer sent us.
And we found it. We followed the beast's trail and you'll find raised stones there. There was a creature there. That's what must have been it. It prevailed. I fled.
And you were right.
We took some note. It may be of use to you.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Let's see if you can ward off this
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells. potion if you want to cast more spells.
You've no magic left. Drink a potion.
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
You've no magic left. Drink a potion.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
You've no magic left. Drink a potion.
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
You've no magic left. Drink a potion.
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
You've no magic left. Drink a potion.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
You've no magic left. Drink a potion.
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
You've no magic left. Drink a potion.
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
You've no magic left. Drink a potion.
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells. Father will no longer protect you.
You've no magic left. Drink a potion.
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
You've no magic left. Drink a potion.
It was this creature who was leading the animals. It looks like a guardian, but its skin is strange, covered with ulcers, as if it was sick. That could explain its change in behavior, but not the intelligence with which these attacks were led. Eminence,
Lady de Sardet, you are back. Once again, your help was a blessing.
There were some losses, and it is thanks to them that the officer sent out a small...
Now that's a result.
His men died, alas. It resembled a Nardaig... Its skin was covered in stains and...
Where could it have come from?
I don't know. These attacks are too coordinated and too
You are a woman of great ingenuity. At any rate, I am
You're welcome.
Anything else?
I must leave you.
Naturally, Your Excellency.
Lady de Sardet.
I
am ashamed to and you have proven
How?
Animals. They do not even our best soul. Please find if we cannot. No. I sent a small their last message. The savages alas no. She's leading out. Be so kind as to
I would like
I beg your pardon.
Have you forgotten that after sending me to according to you I needed only but you used me like a pawn?
I was certain that the witch doctor would refuse, and I had good reason to believe.
You were even ready to use brute force.
Whatever do you...
After wounding the Tiana. And you dare to tell me that my... Can I remind you that to assassinate...
I never... That man went beyond his... I implore you.
I can only give you the benefit of the... In the meantime, you need not keep a candle lit for the...
He would have been made to... Once again, I apologize sincerely. In any case, we need...
There never was a remedy. It was a while...
No. What a shame. Would you like to speak with me about it?
I have taken care of your problem with the caravan.
Captain Rainhild has said... You have done a great service. I was told that you met these savages. They showed no mercy.
The congregation is not in...
your famous neutrality.
My pleasure.
Indeed. And I am We have the means to repel the...
Perhaps the natives have clearly expressed their...
I see where this is headed. A few natives are being held in the prison of the Coin Guard, but
They were not speaking of just the victims are...
This is inexplicable. Of course, we answer their attacks in kind. What use would we have for a few fish?
Might it be possible that these kidnappings...
I doubt that. But of course, if that were the case, since you have been of such service, would you be of a mind? Capture a few of these. We must understand...
Very well.
Would you like to speak with me about any other sub...
I have to go.
Farewell, my lady.
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells. Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
No magic left.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Take a potion if you want to...
You managed to make it through. A group of these and...
Yes.
My men are exhausted. Our situation is... I don't suppose I need to warn you.
Actually, that's why Governor Buren sent...
And I hope that he'd sent you as reinforcements. It looks like all we're good for is dying. But you wanted to ask me...
Like I said, Governor Buren is...
I'd like to see it. Indeed, I was ordered to send... They were supposed to find the bastard who's been sending us these critters.
Can you tell me which way...
Sorry, Your Excellency, You have to understand. I hope that those who are here with me now... Not to mention the fact that if this so, you can go and tell the governor that if he wants...
Maybe we can avoid going to the governor. There aren't many of us, and I don't have any soldiers to...
We were supposed to receive a shipment. If you can bring it to me, we would at least be able to heal us.
Do you know where this material came
from? Your city, New Serene. It must have been attacked.
Very well. I will...
The three of you won't be able to bring the crates back by yourself. Please, hurry. Without them...
We're departing right... Captain, I must insist...
I refuse, Your Excellency. Get us some help and...
Could you tell me again?
We were supposed... If you... From your city... It must have...
Very well.
The three of you... Please, hurry.
Governor, if I need...
No. You've returned.
Sorry, Captain.
Hurry up.
Governor Buren, if I need...
No.
Soldiers, are you...
Yes, Your Excellency.
We're ready to leave us.
I'm ready.
We'll follow you.
heavy carriage. It must belong to our caravan.
Let's take a closer look.
I hope that those who are accompanying the caravan are still alive.
You have witnessed the violence of the attack we sustained. If they're broken,
There's poison on my blade. And let's go! Take a potion if you want to cast more spells. It's the caravan! There it is!
The beasts who attacked it are still around. Be prepared.
They're all dead.
but the cargo is still here.
As for the carriage, it's damaged. It'll take a little bit of work.
Make it quick. I'm afraid that the beast...
There. It's a makeshift repair, but it should be enough to reach the...
We'd do well to depart now.
Let's go. And it...
Here you are. I don't know how to thank you. With this ammunition, we'll be able to hold back the assaults. And the meds...
It was not an easy task. So I'm pleased...
Here, take this. This is all I can offer.
Thank you, Captain. Now can you tell me which...
They went towards the west, where the...
Are you talking about...
If you like. The governor sent my men to find their... This isn't the first time that...
I see.
Good luck.
You can count on me. Governor Burren asked me to investigate the abductions, if we could find the origin and free them... I need to locate and speak with the...
No. They don't attack, or... Who are you?
Are you the scout sent...
Can't you tell?
He was worried that he wants me to help him, but...
Yes. The camp of rebels...
They must be the ones sending us the beast.
And these...
You may be right. I know the leader of this...
You knew of this camp? Why didn't you inform the...
Because I'm a diplomat. You should go back to the outpost now.
See if you can walk off this faint! Take a potion if you want to cast more spells!
I wanted to speak to you about the assault.
Assaults?
They're not being attacked by men.
So, they are...
What do you mean?
The animals are attacking us as... They even throw themselves at the camps...
A similar thing was happening west of... It resembled a Nardaigman.
I have never seen a guard...
Could a Donegat have done that?
You're a typical Renaig's. None of our people would make a Nardaig suffer.
And yet someone or something is making the beasts aggressive...
We? Do you...
Why shouldn't we? Don't you?
That's true.
Mal! Our guardian! He had changed!
What?
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! potion if you want to cast more spells. spells!
No idea. I'm sorry. It left me no choice.
You fought bravely, and you did what you had to do. Our Guardian had changed. It no longer recognized its children, and it was the one leading these beasts. Something really bad.
It resembled the other Guardian I told you about.
Guardians don't get sick.
And yet you and I saw the same thing. What are you doing here?
Who are these Renites?
They only came here to discover the...
And they thought we were
Why are you still here?
I'm sorry. We were uncertain that we could trust. And then we heard cries. And saw the giant. And we realized that it was this creature.
And you discovered that we...
Yes.
Then, if we let them go, they'll tell their leader.
Are you prepared to swear that you
saved our comrades and maybe our city?
I hope that they will be fine.
We are extremely...
Thank you, Darren.
Now... Wa awalem seg.
Your Excellency.
I've been told, yes, that the... Was it the native?
No. The animals exactly like the one who led
These creatures normally protect. Why did this one attack them?
I don't think so. There's no doubt that
I suspect you will lead the investigation. While waiting, take this to thank you for your help.
Thank you.
Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lady.
Constantine.
My adorable cousin.
We managed to solve the problem.
Really?
The city and its these beasts were...
This is the same creature.
Exactly. It was calling the animals around. I've never seen anything, and there's more. Hikmet was in a similar...
Of course.
Yes. And yet they were being attacked. That time it was... But it seemed just as...
So, I don't see what... Actually, I think you've already...
Perhaps. These beasts attack...
You're exaggerating.
You may be right.
Do you really believe, cousin, you know how much I... But I see it's already quite late.
Where are you going?
Not very far. Rest assured. Don't be concerned. Use the opportunity to take some rest. See you later.
But why would he leave like that? Guard, do you know where my cousin is going?
Sorry, Your Excellency. His Highness didn't tell me anything.
You are one of his bodyguards, aren't you?
I am, Your Excellency. But recently it has been difficult to force His Highness to accept our presence.
Recently? You mean this isn't the first time he's left without an escort?
I'm sorry, Your Excellency.
You'd better tell me everything.
But Fine. I don't mean to be disrespectful towards him. But His Highness's behavior has been very... peculiar recently. He sleeps very little, and goes out alone almost every night.
And it didn't occur to anyone that I should be informed?
Well, His Highness had specifically ordered us not to tell you about it.
And where does he go? I thought the days when he used to go from tavern to tavern were over.
He doesn't go to taverns, Your Excellency. From what I know, he goes outside the city.
Where could he go outside the city?
I've no idea. We saw him going north. That's all I know.
Listen. I know you were supposed to protect my cousin, but Constantine isn't. I'm worried about him. So if you know any...
I don't really know where he's going, Your Excellency. When he doesn't leave the palace, he stays... He writes so much down in there that he could... I hope you find His Highness.
I don't like this at all. What could he be doing outside every night?
He never was very reasonable. But it is true that these walks at night are rather suspicious.
Locked.
It can't be easy to discover that your cousin has descended into madness. But we can't let him kill these people simply because he's afraid they might have seen him.
May the trees on your road always bear fruit!
Thanks. You saved us. These beasts would have torn us to...
These animals were strange. As if...
I'm glad I could help you. I'm looking for a young man.
Someone like you?
In some ways. But...
She's talking about the crazy Donegad.
Indeed, that might be him.
No. We see him passing by around nightfall, but we don't know where he's going.
He walks along the path, often followed by some beasts.
He has a sinister look in his eyes. He scares me, so we stay hidden.
And you do well to hide. I think he's the one who sent these animals to attack you. Do you have any idea how I could...
She could hide in the old house. She would see him passing by and could follow.
You're right. If you take this path, you can hide there. And from up there, you will be able to...
Thank you. You've been a great help. And stay hidden. You may still be in danger.
Be prudent, Onol Manawi.
You're very isolated here.
It's a long story.
When I was young, I thought he was, as I had brought...
So, our parents came to...
There. Do you want to...
I'll leave you...
Quiet.
We can't be seen from the path. Let's wait here to see where Constantine goes.
It's Constantine. With some friends. He must have used this passage. We'd do well to follow him.
Constantine, what are you doing?
Cousin! You're here! I would have preferred that you learn all of this another way. To be able to reveal everything to you in better circumstances. But whatever power we earn, there are some things that escape us.
I have no idea what you were talking about. But what are you doing here?
I seem monstrous to you. I am well aware of that. But I promise to explain everything when the moment is right. Then you'll understand. You will see. Oh, the temptation is so great to share all with you right now. You have done so much for me. You have given me so much. I haven't forgotten, believe me. But I still have more to do. Forgive me and have patience. Hold them back. But do not kill her for anything in the world.
Constantine, come back and explain yourself.
He would have let him die.
He's gone mad. It's the only explanation.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Take a potion if you want to cast more spells. If you want to cast more spells. Take a potion if you want to cast more spells. Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
No magic left. Drink a potion.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate. If you want to cast more spells.
No magic. Drink a potion.
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells. Let's see if you of this fate!
With no magic left, drink a potion.
Flesh of my earth, help me. You saw him do it, didn't you? You saw him draw from me, steal my children, my guardians, pervert my force.
Yes, but I don't understand.
What he wants, eternity, strength, power. It is what they all want. Those who take without looking beyond themselves. Like all those from the faraway lands.
He wasn't like that. He couldn't care less about all that.
Then it is the sickness, the brevity of his existence that terrified him to the point it changed who he is. You must stop him. Each time that he bonds, he destroys me a little more. And with me, the hope for a cure. And now it's my heart, my most sacred sanctuary that he covets. You must kill him.
That is madness.
The consequence of his folly, yes. Believe me, there is no other solution. Stop him, flesh of my earth, or there will be nothing left to save.
I still can't believe this.
I understand what you feel. I have trouble believing it myself, but Enon Milfrichteman never lies. We need to stop your cousin by any means possible.
We must learn more if we want to understand his plans and prepare against them. This hiding place he was talking about in his notes. We must find it.
Don't forget, he has a personal guard. He's bound to have warned them against us after what happened.
You're right. We should be careful.
And we're gonna need an army. Alone against all of these creatures, we'll be no match for them.
The natives will follow us. What do you think about the Nords?
I would like to answer you myself, but alas, I cannot. The question will have...
We should also be able to count on Zieglin. And of course, we can also go and find them. What an absurd project. But not here. On an island where everything is... Let's go. Your Eminence,
Lady de Sardet.
Do you remember I thought someone must have...
Yes, you thought...
And I was right.
You're hesitating.
Indeed.
Does this... And thanks to which obscure alliance has your cousin been able to...
Constantine acted alone. And as for the way he manipulated these creatures...
Absolutely. And it is said... Are you telling me that your cousin has made a...
Something like that. He was... But the power he received from this made him thirsty for more. And he thus gaining control over the Guardians.
But why attack us?
His thirst for power is making him want to control... And I know that for this purpose he will soon attack the natives' main sanctuary on the volcano. I won't stand a chance against all the creatures he's taken. I will go and find the other factions, of course. Having a common enemy should help us forget...
The idea that we would protect the sanctuary from an insular demon is completely insane. But you have helped us several times. You can count on our help.
Thank you, Your Eminence. I must leave you.
Naturally, Your Excellency.
De Sardet, what can I do for you?
I have come to ask for your help. My cousin has been plunged into madness. He took control of many creatures by and now he uses them to...
A difficult situation. Who's in charge of the island is not...
It actually does concern you. He's not looking for political...
I see.
We must stop him at all costs. I already have the support of other factions.
You're one of ours, De Sardet.
Thank you, Admiral.
Godspeed, De Sardet.
Respectfully, Your
Governor Burren asked me to investigate. If we could find the origin and I need to locate and speak with the...
No. They don't attack often.
Captain, the patrol we sent...
I may have although it might...
Perhaps you would allow me...
Corporal, do you know...
Of course, Captain.
You will lead as...
At your command, Your Excellency. Are you ready to go?
Yes.
Poison on my blade. Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate! Potion if you want to cast more spells! Let's not waste any time.
Is that the patrol we're looking for?
Yes. Maybe they managed to escape. We should look for them.
I beg you! Help me!
This man needs to be cared.
Allow me. There. That should be...
Thank you, ma'am.
Tell us what happened.
We came across a few seconds later. I managed to drag...
Was he captured?
They headed north.
Your Excellency, please.
We'll take care of it, Corp. But not you. I need a bit of practice. There's our group of rebels. The soldier they captured looks dead.
Quayas.
My name is Desarde. I'm the legate.
I know who you are. What do you want to say?
I want to talk to him.
You would be the first. How do we know you're not just...
I am not part of the... Help me.
I don't believe you. Like all...
Siora?
You know who...
Yes.
So you know that if anyone can...
I believe you very well. Are you ready to follow?
Let's go.
It's this way.
Let's stay on guard.
What are you afraid of? That the Donea Exregal have set a trap for us.
It's this way. I'm letting my comrades know we're here, so that they let us pass. Follow me. It's this way. Come on. This is our main camp. I hope I am not wrong.
So, here's the famous rebel camp. I hope their leader can tell us more about these abductions.
Who are you and what are you?
My name is Desad. I came to talk to you about the abduction.
And how?
I convinced one of your...
Please, Mal.
Well, I'll tell you what we know. Many seasons ago, lions attacked the village. They were either crazy, so we counter, and we learned that it is there that...
Experiments?
Alert! The lion... Traitor!
No, I swear. They asked me to...
Then prove it!
The Alliance betrayed me as much as you. I owe...
Bit of poison on my blade. Bit of poison on my blade. Let's go!
fought bravely.
The Alliance is the ally of the congregation. But Governor Burren, please. I will do everything to dismantle.
I trust you.
Goodbye.
Lady de Sardet.
Enough with the— Did you order your troops?
I assure you that I have no idea. The alliance with the congregation. I'm sorry. It is now clear that decision...
You mock me! Everything the Donea, your men, attacked according to what I've been told.
The place is dedicated to research on the map, but I assure you that I was not—
Allow me to doubt. I intend to pay the place a visit. Who directs the—
Our most brilliant— Certainly his legend precedes— Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
I have come to solicit your help, and to propose we forge an alliance.
An alliance? Against whom?
You remember, no doubt, the attack—
Of course. You told me—
Precisely. This revelation will not please you, but I have no—
Do you know how many men have died?
Allow me to continue, I beg you. Then there was a ritual, and he has been increasing these rituals in order to— He is fighting a war. He is preparing to attack the volcanoes. It is in the name of the congregation that I—
That's madness. It is complete mad. I believed you sincere, but no matter. You are in need of men to stop your cousin.
Precisely.
Let us be clear. I don't believe for an instant I do trust you. And since we cannot allow the crimes—
Thank you, Your Excellency. I have to go. Look for—
Farewell, my lady.
Legends here for a day!
Come and see!
Hello, Commander.
How can I be of service?
I have come to ask for your help.
I'm at your service, Your Excellency.
We need reinforcements to protect the sanctuary of the natives.
Very well. I will send some troops there. But may I ask—
Creatures in great—
I beg your pardon.
As your men must have told you, ever since he was cured of the malady, he is now targeting the—
I have indeed heard reports, since he is our employer. But thanks to your help, we avoid— If you're telling me that we're—
Thank you, Commander.
Anything else?
You seem to know—
We have known you. I think we're a mercenary, but I do not. Anything else?
I
Greetings! So!
To Hikmet.
What do you seek?
I have come to ask for your help in stopping my cousin.
The one Finbar abducted?
He was afflicted by a terrible disease. Do you remember the attacks
Of course.
He was sent by my cousin.
The Donegada never bind themselves more.
I'm afraid they may be right.
So, he is...
Without a doubt. I have already convinced other factions. I know that you don't like the Renags, but we are all threatened.
I do not like your proposition, but you are our Karants. And I will assemble my best warriors and we will... In the meantime, take this weapon. It has always served me well, and I hope it will help you in this fight.
Thank you, Dedra.
We will prevail or we will die. Anything more?
I need to be going.
Wow.
Hello, Glendan.
Björt, dear.
To tell you that men are going to come all the way.
I thank you for warning me, and she is disgusted as much as I. But we do not...
No. It is we have need of every able warrior. You need to prepare yourself as well.
We will fight. Have no doubts.
I have no doubt.
May the rocks give you that. Can I do anything?
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua awelams.
Legends here for thee! Come and see
The cave that Constantine indicated in his notes shouldn't be very far.
Let's be careful. He probably put some guards at the entrance.
I need a bit of practice. I need a bit of practice. I need a bit of practice. Constantine has marked several places on this map. I recognize some of them. They're sacred places for the natives. Places of connection. This place. This journal. Oh, what are you hoping to achieve?
No Donegad has ever done such a thing. Enon Milfrichteman was right.
So much so that he is threatening Enon Milfrichteman himself. To think he's been plotting this absurd plan. The intruder in the sanctuary was certainly sent by him. To scout the place. We will need to gather allies if we're going to... But we will also have to weaken him and break apart the bonds that he has established.
In that case, after all, he did say that his clan knew how to heal the earth, didn't he?
You're right.
What brings you here, Onom?
I need your help.
Yes, that...
It is the work of my cousin. Every time he bonds himself...
And he weakens the island and threatens... His spirit is not in balance.
Enon Milfrichtemann did warn me that he...
What are you planning on?
We are gathering our allies.
And break some of his bond. I will have to talk about this, but in the meantime... However...
What can I do?
During the ritual, the one who is bonding himself spills some of his blood near the base of a stone. The Guardian lifts the stone so that it may serve as an... The only way to break this bond is we will be able to do it, but So, in the meantime, you must prevent... Here, take these seeds and plant them at... These plants grow very fast, and their roots will... However, you must be careful.
Thank you, Dunkus.
And thank you for... Don't worry. I will send my people to finish...
I must admit that I expected Dunkus to be more angered when he learned what Constantine had done.
He's a sage amongst sages, even amongst the Donegada. Enon Milfrichtemann speaks in his ear. I think he already knew what was happening, even before we came to see him.
I almost regret not choosing him to become High King.
want to cast more spells. If you want to cast more spells.
It's dead. Now let's plant the seed Dunkus gave us at the base of the raised stone. Look. The plant seems to be growing extremely fast. The Donegada of Dunkus's clan are sure to be here soon to finish breaking the bond. can access the stone and plant Dunkus's seed. Look, the plant seems to be growing extremely fast. The Doneigada of Dunkus's clan are sure to be here soon to finish breaking the bond.
How are you feeling, my child? What you are about to do is difficult.
Don't make it harder than it has to be, Petrus.
A nicer way of saying she has no...
Indeed. I must not only to obtain an antidote to the Malachor.
I have learned many things by your side, and thanks to you, I was able to give my mother back to the earth. I won't forget this. And this is my land, my people. I will be by your side.
What's happened to Constantine is regrettable. You're a good person, Greenblood. Then you can count on your old master of arms to protect you.
We will all be with you. After all, this concerns all of us, doesn't it?
Naturally.
We will be by your side to support you both physically and spiritually.
Thank you. You have been precious allies. And you are proving once more the value of your friendship. Now, let's go. It'll be a shame if we arrive too late.
How are you feeling, my child? What you are about to do is difficult.
Don't make it harder than it has to be, Petrus. Fighting against your cousin isn't pleasant, but it's the only logical thing to do.
A nicer way of saying she has no choice.
Indeed. Not only to obtain an...
I have learned many things by your side, and thanks to you, I was able to give my mother back to the earth. I won't forget this. And this is my land, my people. I will be by your side. You will not go through this ordeal alone.
What's happened to Constantine is regrettable. But you're doing what must be done. You're a good person, Greenblood. And you can count on your old master of arms to protect you.
We will all be with you. After all, this concerns all of us, doesn't it?
Naturally.
We will be by your side to support you both physically and spiritually.
Thank you. You have been precious allies. And you are proving once more the value of your friendship. Now, let's go. It'll be a shame if we arrive too late.
The entrance to the sanctuary has been forced. A fight took place here.
Constantine managed to get through. Let's hurry.
Disade, glad to see you. Sadly, we couldn't stop your cousin.
He suddenly stormed our position, along with a horde of enraged creatures. We didn't stand a chance.
And now there are beasts attacking us relentlessly. My men are doing all they can to stop them.
We thought it best to stay here to keep the path open for you, should you want to face your cousin.
Thank you. You did well. I'll do everything in my power to catch him and stop him from carrying out his plan. Keep holding on as long as you can. I need to be able to reach him.
Wait, there's a group of creatures coming. Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Them, Greenblood.
He's right. We must help them stop these creatures.
Are you sure?
Every minute gained is a minute that allows you to save us.
Glad to have you with us, Kurt. Just like the good old days.
And thank you too, Afra. It is an honor.
Enough with the talking, Greenblood. Go.
And stop Constantine. I'd hate to be doing this for nothing.
In that case, thank you. And good luck to both of you.
Your magic is running out. Take a potion. May the shadowing of our enemies.
There you are. I was starting to think that we would die here for nothing. Your cousin just passed through here with a horde of beasts, and he keeps sending us more.
We won't hold very long. We're not used to fighting creatures like these.
We are, and we will hold long enough for you to reach the heart, even if we must die in the process. But you must chase him. You must prevent him from performing the ritual at all costs. If Enon Milfrichtemann dies, we're all doomed.
I'm well aware of that, believe me. But here come some more beasts. To arms!
Protect me in this battle!
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
Take a potion.
Wait. I'll stay with my people.
And I'll stay with her. One blade more can't hurt.
We need to prevent the beasts from following your tracks.
Yeah, we could use some help here, to be honest.
I wouldn't have put it that way, but the Moridigan isn't wrong.
You see? Over and done.
You should go now. And may the volcano give you its strength.
Well, good luck.
Take a potion.
There you are. Praise the Enlightened. Your cousin
has already reached the heart. Our other allies informed me. They are also trying to stop the creatures.
What do you intend to do?
Pursue him all the way there and do everything I can to stop him.
In that case, may the Enlightened keep you in his divine... Oh no. More beasts are coming! Be prepared!
May the Enlightened protect
last battle!
Your magic is running out! Take a potion! May the shadow engulf our enemies! Your magic is running out! Take a potion! Your magic is running out! Take a potion!
This time it's my turn.
I knew you'd say that.
Well, I wasn't going to let the young...
Your help would be a blessing, Father.
You see? You should go now, my child.
Thank you, Petrus. Be careful, too. Constantine!
Restrain her! sorry.
Why? Why have you done this?
But for you. For us. So that we may live free at last.
This makes no sense. Constantine, it's madness.
You don't understand because you're still attached to the old world. This old, dying world which, to survive, has betrayed, used, and manipulated us and would not have hesitated to kill us.
Perhaps, but...
I've seen death, cousin. And I understood the vanity of it all. My father's ruses just so he could earn more power. The political bowing and scraping to preserve corrupted nations. I have been offered unrivaled power, allowing me to get rid of this. To send the old world back to its inevitable death, and to build something new here. Something unique. And this new world is my gift to you. You and I could be its new gods, the immortal and benevolent monarchs.
He himself is the incarnation of the old world he is speaking of. He has its vices and its poison. For his own immortality, he's prepared to destroy everything around him, to break millennia of cycles. I implore you, flesh of my land, think of all the lives that will come to an end to feed his pride.
Don't listen to this old god. He's like all the others, after all, clinging to life. All you have to do is to bind yourself here, with me. And we will be gods together, forever. Trust me. You won't regret it, cousin.
Who could have predicted, when my two young students left the port of Serene, that they'd become the gods of Teofredi, thus plunging the world into chaos? Certainly not me. So it seems that I am a poor teacher. Amongst those who had tried to prevent the ritual from taking place, only a handful of dazed survivors remained, helplessly facing hordes of creatures following the orders of the two cousins. Afra and Petrus, former rivals, fell together. They couldn't accept this treason from the one they believed in. As for Vasco, he managed to run away and join the Nort fleet. Rumor has it that he went to their island, his heart full of bitterness, and never left it again. With his help, Kurt managed to leave Teofredi, but only to die on another battlefield. Siora had done well to go back to her sister, who tried to lead a rebellion for a while. But just like the rest of the clans, she eventually acknowledged the power of their new gods. Exiled from the island, all our nations sunk into a state of constant warfare, each accusing the others of being responsible for their terrible defeat. The congregation is now on the verge of falling, and I have no doubt that the others will follow. The lives which haven't been taken by war will be taken by the Malicor. On Teofredi, the Norts report that nature
has reclaimed its rights in the cities. After a period of chaos that saw the death of many rebel islanders, the survivors reportedly all ended up acknowledging the power of the two cousins. But sadly, this is nothing but hearsay, since the news we receive is scarce, and getting even more so.
I do not deserve. But for you, for us, you don't understand. This all.
Perhaps.
I've seen death. My father, the political. I have to send the old, and this, the immortal.
He himself is the incarnation of the old world.
All you have to do is to bite. Come.
Good night, sweet prince.
Once Constantine had fallen, Deirdre kept her promise. She led all the native clans as they managed to drive the invaders off their island. The island found peace again, and nature took over the abandoned cities. But the old nations were plunged into war, and the Malicor grew ever more devastating. Those who bravely fought at Dor had Gennadu were celebrated everywhere. After all, if it weren't for this unlikely alliance, the island would have fallen into Constantine's greedy hands. Sieglinde took Kurt as an advisor, but he insisted on keeping his place alongside his former student and friend, watching her back as he always had. Siora obtained the title of Marl of the Red Spears alongside her twin. She leads them with wisdom, but often reunites with the one she still calls her Karants. Afra set aside her weapons and went back to her research on the native culture and flora of the island. It is said that she is even writing a book with the help of Dunkas's clan when not visiting her friends. For his bravery, Vasco was awarded the rank of commander. He now travels the sea at the head of a whole fleet, but he often comes back to visit his sister-in-arms. Petrus's ambitions have finally been fulfilled. He obtained the much-coveted title of Cardinal. Despite the responsibilities implied by such a title, he still sometimes visits the one he calls his child. Despite the help Ulan received, which allowed him to restore the importance of the seaside Nemeus, he still had to renounce the role of Marl as he faced the contempt of the other clans. After driving off the settlers, Deirdre started destroying what they had built. She wanted to erase all traces of the Inquisitors and savants who had hurt her people, only keeping what her Karants advised her to keep. Thanks to the help Dunkas's clan received, it continued on its mission to heal the Earth. It attracted many young islanders who were eager to learn.